Hello everyone, this is Dan here with yet another showcase video, and today I want to show you the new villager trading hall that I designed. Mostly this is for the rare enchanting books that, have a chance of disappearing on you, such as this villager's here Lure 3 book. Anyway, if just a bit of background information here for any of these trades with the books and emeralds to enchanted books with a specific enchantment. Once you do the trade, even if you do the very last trade to cause it to come back, there's a chance that the type of enchantment gets lower because it always tries to find the trade with the lowest emerald count. So you may not get what you want back, especially for the higher ones. So what you need to do is basically do the trade without doing the trade, which sounds a bit contradictory, but that's what it is. So just to show you how this works, it's a very nice setup. You just click the button, start the trade. There is a light above as well as some sound, so it takes a bit of time, but once that's done, we can actually complete the trade and give it a moment. And there it goes, the sound and the light. So now we can just put in the book, put in, give it a moment, put in the emeralds and get us our Lure 3 books, and can't get any more. So yeah, that's it, and then we just more or less wait until the villager comes back and we can do the trade again. Anyway, while we wait, and this takes roughly, let's call it 45 seconds until he comes back, and then another 20 seconds until we can trade again. So the actual idea was something that Panda thought up of after, I'm not actually sure why or how, but we worked on it for a bit, like a month ago, and then we got some more interesting projects, and just recently I came back to this and decided to actually finish the thing. And as you can see, there goes the villager, and he's back, and we can actually do the trade again. As you remember, we did the trade, so here we go. And the trade is still there, Lure 3, everything, we can do it. And if you notice, we can't send him away because the timer is still going. And once the timer is done, we can send him away. So just a bit of an explanation. More or less, what we do is we do the trade only after you click the button and the lights turn on and all of that happens. And what happens is we send him off, and wonder if I have a staircase down here. Give it a moment. Of course I do. They go right through here in the minecart, crash into here, into the lava down below. You can just barely see it under the chest, after which the villager gets pushed into the portal. And once the villager is through the portal, he isn't actually in the nether, so his trade can't be removed, so shall we say, but your trade window is still open and you can actually trade with him and get the books that you want. After that happens, as you know, there's the 30-second cooldown time, so once he's in the overworld, which is actually loaded because we just sent him through, there's another station slightly similar to this. It's actually just a water current, not, minecarts. But he just goes through there, and 30 seconds later, he passes into here. You can barely see, there's the second nether portal here. And what this ghast is doing is it's pushing it right against the edge, so the minecart, which is traveling inside, picks him up. As you can see there, it just barely goes up because of that, and if there's actually a villager there, he triggers the rope, which allows that to switch and causes it to just continue. Afterwards, there's some nice setups here, which I made and came up with, which basically he goes in and then it switches to allow it to continue if this one is full, and if you click it, it sends him off and switches it back into the open position. Anyway, that's all quite technical, but yeah, there's timers involved there as well for when he comes back in. You can't send him out until roughly 20 seconds or 20 to 30 seconds have passed, because otherwise you send him off and he'll just stand in the portal because 30 seconds haven't passed. Anyway, that's all exciting and fun, but the most important part about it is that with this nice setup, I put in a, ice tunnel right along the center so you can just jump along if you need to. But anyway, simply put, yeah, you just click the button, start the trade. There's a bit of time lag between me clicking the button. Like, here we go, you just click the button and it takes a while for him to leave, which gives you enough time to do the trade, or start the trade. And alright, here we go. Let me just actually show you how this happens. Let's find one of the furthest away here. Click the button to send him off, and just go over here to watch what happens. And you probably actually can't see anything, because it's all down below here. Anyway, there he goes. Into there, click, gets hit, and then it pushes him in there. Let me see if I can actually go there and show you what's happening on the overworld side. There's just an emergency exit here, just for me, exactly. So here it goes, it just lands it inside here, passes through, and they just flow along. In here, whoops, give me some snow and pumpkin. My mistake, I have no idea why this, oh right, it probably rained. Stupid. Oh well, not perfect. Stuff happens, and I sometimes mess up. Come on, get in there. Alright, there we go, and let's just, you know, I would use snow, but I'm not sure if snow melts if it rains or something weird. Anyway, basically, this is a very simple thing here. As you know, I really want to make sure everything's spawn proof, so I did quite a lot of work on the other side. But as you know, the portals spawn pigmen. In here it's rather simple because of the water, it can't step out. And over here we just have this setup here, so the pigman has no option but to just jump down and fall down. In here, if the pigman is spawned, it gets pushed but in pretty much the same way with this gas off to the side, and it just flows along here until it reaches this point where it gets shot by the snowman any moment now, which causes it to go off and just commit suicide, more or less. Yeah, there we go. So that means that absolutely no pigmen will enter through there. I did put a point not to enter, because if you do, everything gets screwed up because you aren't meant to be there. There's no exit. So we can just use this instead. But anyway, once it happens, and it's actually because we stepped out, this entire thing froze, so I may... No, I'm too late already. Anyway, so yeah, the villager just gets into there, gets captured, and continues on to one of these. Very simple. Notice that these rails are actually completely spawn proof. I don't have, like, I just use, what is it, carpets, so that I can walk along and random monsters can walk along here and not knock the villagers off course. But all of this is completely spawn proof because of these platforms, which stretch off 20 blocks either in any direction from the rails, meaning that absolutely nothing can spawn on the rails. Which is very important because, you know, even if I completely spawn-proofed most of it, because of the railways I have to put transparent blocks above, otherwise the villagers suffocate, and if I do so, tiny slimes can spawn and mess up everything, which is annoying. So yeah, there we go, very simple, or at least I wouldn't say it's simple, just the premise itself is rather simple. You can probably, if you have another person, just have a portal and you trade while another guy pushes the guy in through the portal. But if you want it completely automated, this is the way to go. So there's the villager. That's the wrong villager, apparently. What is he offering? Written books. Anyway, that's not important. So there we go. I'll just go over this one last time. It's very simple. You just click the button, start the trade. This is the wrong villager. Forget about him. I thought it was. Where's the correct villager? You the right guy? Yeah, you're the right guy. Alright, click the button, start the trade, get into there, put on, it doesn't even matter really. As long as you don't do the actual trade until he's through, everything's fine. There he goes. So now it's completely safe to start doing the trades. I can just do this until it runs out, really. Is it out? Or I'm out, apparently. But yeah, you can just keep doing this until he's completely out, and it doesn't matter because he'll return completely unharmed and ready to be traded again. So yeah, that's all I wanted to show you. I actually already have a better design for this, but it just took me quite a while to get this all. Ah, there he goes. See, there we go. So yeah, it took me quite a while to get this all set up, and yeah, I just thought I'd show you this before I post the better and improved solution. So yeah. Well, that's enough for me, so like, subscribe, do provide a comment, and you know, all that jazz, and have fun. This is Minecraft, you know. So yeah, I'll be signing off, and well, I hope you liked it. It's rather an interesting idea. As I said, Panda came up with it, and we did some work, Panda, Kibo, and I, on something similar, and we had a proof of concept design, I guess, that we never put it completely together. We just had several pieces of it lying around in the creative world, and then we lost it because we just went away from the location and we couldn't find it again. So I just started off right from scratch with the idea that if you send in the villager through a portal, it would save their trades, and I finished off with this. So yeah, that's about it. So it's been fun. This was Dan, and see you guys.